Pretty productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a week 1 of July check-in and cash stuffing for week 2, which could be actually week 3, and I'm kind of explaining to you what's happening right now in my life, which does impact my budget. So for my overview for my July budget, I think the rest of my bills have come in. So my electric bill, which under my variable expenses are always the ones I'm kind of guessing at. My electric bill, I had estimated $400, it came in at $404. My trash and water was already in when I set up my budget. Natural gas, I had estimated $30, it came in at $34, so pretty close. Everything else has been coming out as I had planned. And then for my sinking funds, I have already moved all of those or cash stuffed them. So the only ones that were cash this time was subscriptions. I already put that $20 in. And then on my lifestyle, the things that are marked with the C were cash, except for I did not do householding cash. I did that as online. And then, so those were funded, either roll over funded or I added the cash to those categories. And then everything else, so transfer to Capital One envelopes, $1,200. So all the other envelopes that I have that are online spending, like giving, groceries, eating out, things like that, I went ahead and moved onto my Capital One checking account, so that I'm able to just quickly move the money onto my card. So I've already made some mid-month payments, and today's the 8th, so that tells you how much I've kind of been spending these first couple of weeks. All income is in and accounted for. My incremental income, I went ahead and put $900 there. I don't even think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be closer to 1,000, maybe 1,100, but, and I'll show you what I did, how I spent that money. So, okay, so this is my planner. It's all set up. This is what I'm doing for incremental income this month. I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can see. So I've already received 2 paychecks, and I have 1 more that will be coming next week. And then that should be it for the month. This one, I kind of wasn't sure if I was going to really have those hours, but I'm not going to have any additional hours in my part-time after this week because I signed the contract for my full-time job for the next 12 weeks, and I cannot work both jobs, which I had planned to do. So that made me a little bit upset because I really wanted to continue to do both. Not that I really wanted to work 6-day weeks, but at least I could still help out both companies, but it is considered a conflict. So this will be my last week with my current company for the next 12 weeks, and then hopefully by the beginning of November I'll pick that back up again. So here are all the transactions I had. So I have spent $641 of the $1,200, and I've already paid that. So I've already made that payment onto Capital One. Let me see if I can bring it down. So I just wanted you to see, you know, the money came in, the money went back out again. And then I still have money that I'm going to put into savings and taxes from this income. And then everything else should look very familiar. This is pretty much just the paper version in the planner of my sheet that I show all the time. And then for my weekly check-in, which is where we're at today, we're going to start here, but I did want to just kind of do a quick recap of my transactions, how I track my transactions. So this is everything that went onto my card. So this month, as well as last month, all of my transactions except for my spending money, my mom's envelope, go onto my card. And then what I do is once they go onto my card, I highlight them to whichever category it's going to, and then I go ahead and pay that card, and I marked paid next to it. So the only thing that I have not paid so far on my card is anything that is fixed expenses, which is yellow, pink, which is gas, and then eating out and groceries. Groceries is blue and eating out is green. Those I have not paid. as well as medicine. Medicine, I'm going to take out the cash and put it in my back to bank because that is a cash envelope. And then polish room is also a cash envelope, and I need to move that money back onto my card, back into the account to pay my card. So everything else I paid just because I wanted to kind of keep ahead of it versus chasing it at the end of the month. So let's go ahead and get started. I have not spent a lot of money in groceries. I do not have HelloFresh this month because I am going on vacation and my husband's traveling. So I really haven't been grocery shopping yet. So when we look at groceries, which is in the blue, I'm gonna bring this back out a little bit more. I'm trying a new setup, so bear with me, like play around with this. So groceries was $6. And that was it. So I spent $6. I had $500. So I still have $494 in groceries. So I bring $494 down to week 2. Eating out, I did spend. So Bambino's for $29 and Starbucks for $25. So $54. So I did overspend in that category by $4. So I have $146 left for the month. And then in spending, which is the light purple, 21, and Annie's pretzels. Oh, that's right. This one was way up here. In and out for 8. So 29. And since this is cash, let me see what's in my wallet right now. So I had 50 minus 29, I should have 21. So 5, 10, 15, 21. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in and let that roll over for the week. So 200 minus 29 is 171. Bring it down here. Okay, personal care. I did get a pedicure. And that was $60. And that I need to take out of my cash envelope and put it back into the bank. So 200 minus 60 is 140. So personal care, let me see if I wrote it on here. I did. Okay, so I just need to take out 60. So 50, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Okay, that is correct. I normally grab my envelope when I go get a pedicure because I just rather pay in cash and just get it over with since it is a cash envelope. But I was kind of out and about and I called and they had an appointment, so I went and I didn't come by the house and get this. So this will go back into here, into my back to bank. Okay, entertainment, I did not spend anything, so there still should be $83 in there, so let me just make sure. Entertainment envelope. So 20, 40, 60, 83. Okay, that is still right. And then medicine, I did spend $80. I did that on my card. Minus 80. We should still have 120. So I need to put the 80 back onto my Capital One. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95. Why do I think I had 200? Okay, I did not start with 200, I started with 195. So let me just fix that really quick. Okay, so I'm going to take the 100 and give it back a 20. I have a 20 in here. I do. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 115. That is right. And then I'll put that back into medicine. Let me just update this really quick. Okay. So that is right. My mom, I did spend money. Cross off CVS really quick. I spent $11 at Sonic. I've already taken the cash out. So Sonic for 11, and then I used my spending money, and then I paid myself back out of her envelope. So she started with 100, spent 11, so 89 is left. Just make sure that is right. $20, $40, $60, $80, $85, $86, $87, $88, $89. Okay, that is right. And I think already updated the tracker. I tried to do my transactions this week every couple of days, and that actually helped me a lot to kind of keep on top of it, because I did a lot of spending because of vacation and getting ready to do my new job, which will be work from home. So I wanted to stay on top of it because honestly, it can get away from me really quickly. I did not spend anything in miscellaneous, so I still have $100, and unbudgeted, I did not have any expenses. So the real damage was my sinking funds. So and then giving was 100, and then anything in this olive green is sinking fund. So I signed up for Red Mountain Weight Loss. I started on the 19th of July because of my vacation. I went started for vacation. That was $624. I took that out of medical. Family barbecue for the 4th was $102. I took that out of my family barbecue sinking fund. And then I bought a bathing suit from Amazon that will get here today. That may go back. That's going to come out of clothing. Amazon for $258 was parts of the desk, and then Amazon for $56 was a electrical outlet that sits on the desk so you don't have to crawl underneath your desk. I bought one for my desk at home, and then I just bought one for the desk that's going to be my work desk. And then Costco, I bought a chair for $158. So all of the sinking funds that I spent have already been paid. So that was 102 from the online account, 28, 258, 56, 158, and 624. So 1,226 has already been moved onto my Capital One. My Capital One card right now only has $700, which is the AT&T bill and the streaming. So that's the only thing that have not been paid yet are the 2 fixed expenses on my card. Everything else, I'm just gonna keep making that weekly payment. Now Supposed to be on vacation next week. There's a little bit of a snag with the timeshare and the title and all this fun stuff, so I may not be able to go, which really upsets me since I'm going to be losing that whole week. If we do get to go, it'll be on Monday or Tuesday, so then I kind of decide, do I really want to drive to California for just a couple days or not? But I'm still kind of going back and forth with the timeshare company and how this works. Unfortunately, my parents did not put the timeshare in their trust, which would have given us the right, so they're having to retitle it, and that's taking time. So I will keep you posted. So what that means for my budget, though, from a budget standpoint, is this week might not be taking out of vacation. I might be taking out of my actual budget, which I did not plan for. But my sister is going to be in town, so we're going to do a staycation, so I may just go ahead and just use my vacation money instead of using my monthly budget money. So it kind of all will end up the same one way or the other, but it's just the way I'm going to record it and the way I'll work on what funds I'm taking it out of. So the only other expenses that I had out of my envelopes, I did take one of the dogs to the groomers for $25. I took that out in cash. And then these two I did I? No, I didn't take the vitamin money out, I don't think. No, I did not take my vitamin money out, and that was $60. So I currently have $140. So I need to see if I can break this apart a little bit. 20, 40, 80. No, my mom's envelope. That is not the envelope I want to pull from. This is the envelope I want to pull from. Let me see if I can break up this a little bit. So if I put in the 100, I owe this 40. Okay, that works. Okay, so I now have 80 left in vitamins. So 76. I got them at Costco. 60. 80, 60, 80, 80. Okay, I knew there was one more I needed to do. So in August, I am going to completely redo all of my sinking funds and my envelopes because I'm gonna just simplify it. The ones that I really like to use in cash, I'm gonna bring back the cash and put the cash in and do the cash stuffing. And then the ones that I really am not even, you know, taking my envelope, I'm always having to move it over, I'll keep those into the online account. But I'm having a hard time because, you know, I have placeholders in here, and when I go below that amount, then I don't have any other placeholders. Like, I don't want to keep making placeholders for $50, $100, whatever. So I think it will be more like a $500 threshold. Once I get 500 in here, then I move it online, unless it's one that is just very fluid. And then that one I can either decide 100% online or 100% in cash. Planners is one that comes to mind. This should not be a cash envelope because I'm always going to buy my planners online. The other things like savings challenges, those in cash, subscriptions, things like that, I might kind of go decide, I'll let it gather, and then I'll take it and put it in when I'm ready to pay that subscription. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I think there needs to be a streamlined system a little bit from what I'm currently doing. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that I originally did everything in cash. All my sinking funds were in my binders, and my husband was not comfortable with the amount of cash that we had in the house, so I put back the majority of it. I did leave some in cash that I knew I was going to use in cash, but it's now just one big fund of money, and I'm having to do a lot of work to like keep it separated in my mind. And then I start to think, do I need to keep it separated in my mind? I'm not really sure. So let me know down below how you handle your sinking funds. Do you keep them in cash? Do you keep them on online accounts? How do you reconcile them? I'd love to see some different systems and kind of just take a little bit from everybody and make it a little bit simplified for the month of August. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
Life is a winding road,